among the. Let the people praise thee, O Nzambi. Let all the people praise thee. Let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for thou shalt judge the people righteously and govern the nations upon the earth. Let the people praise thee, O Nzambi. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and Nzambi, our own Nzambi, shall bless us. Nzambi shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall bear Nzambi. So that's the Psalm 67:1. And that song, I love that song because, you know, in the world we're in, the government, the system we're in, does not rule the nations with equity and justice. It does not do what is righteous for the people, and it does not represent the kingdom of Nzambi. But we have a hope that our own Nzambi, Tata Nzambi, is the one that we look to lead us, to guide us, to help us. And so when I think about how the scriptures say, when the righteous are in power, the people prosper. But when the wicked are in power, the people mourn. And so that is what we are seeing in this day and this hour. But we look forward to our own Tata Nzambi blessing us as a people. So it just keeps coming to me that we need to make sure that we align ourselves with him, that we walk in the truth, in the path of righteousness, that we get rid of. The scriptures say, lay aside every weight and sin that so easily beset us. See, the enemy, and I'm also reminded how the scriptures say, sin crouches at the door and its desire is towards you. That is where it's waiting. The enemy is always waiting for an opportunity to come in so that he can keep us from inheriting the great and precious promises. But if we just walk with Tata Nzambi, as was already said by both sisters, we will inherit these great and precious promises. Tata Nzambi is faithful. He will take care of us regardless of what's going on in the world. He will fulfill his promise to his people. But we also have a responsibility to keep the covenant of Tata Nzambi, obey his laws, his statutes, his command. They are not grievous, they are for our life. In them we find life. Ingeta.
Ingeta.
All right, Elder, I'm going to turn it over to you, and time is given to you. Ingeta.
Ingeta. We give all praise to Tata Nzambi, for this is a day that he has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. You know, I was having problems with my Zoom on my computer, and it kept going in and out, and I don't know what's going on with the internet service, so I switched to my phone. We'll be coming from Isaiah 43, verses 1 through 13. I'll be coming from Isaiah chapter 43, verses 1 through 13. And the word reads as follows. Isalele, who created you says, do not be afraid. I will save you. I have called you by name. You are mine. In this day and time we are living in, and we seeing things rapidly falling apart, coming apart, that we must, as Tata Nzambi, as Isolele, must realize that that we must not be afraid, for Tata Nzambi will save you, save us. He has called us by name. He says that we are his. And if we are Tata Nzambi, then we must follow the ways and the word and the commandments that Tata Nzambi has given Isolele to do. It says, when you pass through deep waters, I will be with you. Your troubles will not overwhelm you. As we see trouble fastly approaching us each and every day, that we realize that we can put our faith and trust in Tata Nzambi, that our troubles will not overwhelm us. When you pass through the fire, you will not be burnt. The hard trials that comes will not hurt you. As the trials we see coming, Isolele, Tata Nzambi through Isaiah has given us the key to understanding that we will not be burnt, that when you pass through the fires, you will not be burnt. The hard trials that come, and this is what we are facing today, the hard trials that come will not hurt us. For I am Nzambi, the holy Nzambi of Isolele, who saves you. So we know that Tata Nzambi is the only one that what we are seeing playing out, the troubles that are fastly approaching us. It looks like sometimes that it's going to overwhelm us, but Tata Nzambi said that he is with us. We understand that he will never forsake us, and that no matter what we face, no matter what we deal with, we know that Tata Nzambi will save us. I will give up Egypt to set you free. I will give up Ethiopia and Seba. I will give up whole nations to save your life. Wow. We must look to Tata Nzambi because he is our savior. He is our source of life. And he will give up everything because we are the apple of his eyes. We are his treasured vessels. And we should know and understand that Tata Nzambi is always with Isolele. In spite of what we might be dealing with right now, that he is with us. He's never, just like when the story of Joseph, all that he went through, the scriptures say that Tata Nzambi was with him. Even though trouble may come, even though trouble we might face, that we must understand that Tata Nzambi is not forsaking us. He is always with us. And sometimes these things must come to pass, be it good or bad. But if it's bad, we always know that whatever is negative, that is working for the good. Are you hearing me this morning? We must understand that whatever negativity that we are seeing that's playing all around us, that we know with a surety that it's going to work out on our behalf for our good. And it said, in your life, and give up the whole nations to save your life, because you are precious to me, and because I love you and give you honor. We don't really understand, some of us, who we are. If we only trusted in the word of Tata Nzambi and understand that Tata Nzambi honors us. Some people think that he has forsaken us. No, he's not forsaken us. It is us who have forsaken him. And the reason why some of us go through the hardships and difficulties of life, because we have turned to everything else except for Tata Nzambi. He has written in his word that the path that we should follow is written in scripture. And if only we as Isilele would obey, only if Isilele would do the work on themselves to rid themselves of the transgressions that we put ourselves in and that what we connected ourselves to. Only when we do the work on ourselves that we are able to see the glory of Tata Nzambi operating and moving in our lives. But we must first humble ourselves. We must first call upon the true Nzambi of this world and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. For some odd reason, he just keeps bringing me back to reassure our people we can make it. We have to be obedient to the word of Tata Nzambi. And when we are obedient, walking in obedience, even though those trials and problems and issues might hit us, but they don't take us out. They bounce right off of us because we are surrounded by the Malaiki that Tata Nzambi has given to each and every one of us to shield and protect us from all harm. And it said, and do not be afraid. From distance east and the furthest west, I will bring your people home. Isilele, there's going to come a time when the word says that from the distant east and the furthest west, I will bring your people home. I will tell the north to let them go and the south not to hold them back. Let my people return from distant lands. So we know with a surety that Tata Nzambi, when it's his timing, that he will bring us back home from a distant land, wherever he has scattered us to the four corners of the earth. He said, let my people return from distant lands, from every part of the world. They are my own people, and I created them to bring me Kimball. We are created to bring him glory. He says, they are my own people. We got to understand and keep this in our minds and in our wonder that we are his people. And he said, and I created them to bring me glory. This is what is expected of us. And by bringing him glory is by obeying his will and his ways. And us to reach out to those who are still stuck in darkness, still stuck in the world system, to let them know that there is a better way. This is how we bring glory to Tata Nzambi. This is how we are shielded and protected. If we only take him at his word, if we only believe and trust in him, that in spite of what we see, in spite of how we feel, that we are covered. that we are safe in his arms. And it says, and Zombie says, summons my people to court. They have eyes, but they are blind. We once was blind. They have ears, but they are deaf. Yes, we once walked being in death. It says, summons the nations to come to the trial. Which of their zombies can predict the future? He says, which of them foretold what is happening now? Let these gods bring in their witnesses to prove that they are right, to testify to the truth of their words. We know that Tata Nzambi word stands forever. We know that our Nzambi is our keeper. And as long as there's no other gods that compare to him, and whatever he says comes to pass. But these false gods, the power that we're seeing now that's being played out, the judgments that has been poured out upon this land and the lands and countries around us, we know and we see that is the hand of Tata Nzambi. And it said, and people of Isilele, you are my witnesses. We are his witnesses because we tasted the goodness of Tata Nzambi in our lives. We have been tested and tried and tested. And we're still standing in spite of what all the difficulties that we might have faced in life. But we kept seeking truth and righteousness. And Tata Nzambi honored us. He saw our hearts. He met our needs. He shielded and protected us. He kept death from us. When death tried to swallow us up, to take us out of here, he has kept us. And people, it's like, you are my witnesses. So we are the witnesses to tell those who haven't, and those who are still walking in darkness, those who are still lost, that we are the witnesses that they can come out from where they are, because Tata Nzambi is the only one who brought us out from where we have been. And now he had cleaned us up. Now he has washed us off and cleansed us. Now we are able to be his witnesses. I chose you to be my servants, so that you would know me and believe in me. This is what he is asking of us. Understanding that we no more, we are not above one another, but we are all servants in the kingdom of Tata Nzambi. And that he chose us to be servants. Once when we truly realized who we are and whose we are, now we are able to be chosen. We're not alienated from Tata Nzambi. Now he can show us things. He can reveal mysteries and reveal things to us that he wasn't able to do before, because we wasn't in our rightful place. We was out of balance as a people. Some of us are still out of balance. We're still out of balance as a nation, because it takes all of us to come together, to work together, to love one another, to serve one another, that we will become in balance. and things will flow. And our lives will flow. Our lives will grow. And it said, and so that you would know me and believe in me and understand that I am the only Nzambi. There's no other besides him. And we know this to be true because if it wasn't true, none of us would be on this Zoom today. Not now one of us. But we know with a surety that Tata Nzambi's word is true. We see, if you can't see Tata Nzambi's word being played out in the earth today, something is totally wrong. The very breath that you take comes from him. Our very breath that we breathe comes from Tata Nzambi. So we know that he is and the only true Nzambi. And it's that beside me, there is no other Nzambi. There never was and never will be. So with that, we must put our trust in him and keep our trust in him because we tasted the goodness of Tata Nzambi and what he has done in our lives. And we know for him to be true. And it says, and I alone am Nzambi, the only one who can save you. No one else can save us. No government, no individuals. The only one that is able to, not material things. Tata Nzambi is the only one that can save us. And I predicted what would happen. And then I came to your aid. He's already came to our aid. Because we are right where Tata Nzambi wants us to be. We are right in the right position where Tata Nzambi have us to be. And then I came to you, your aid. No foreign God has ever done this. You are my witnesses, and I am Nzambi and always will be. No one can escape from my power. No one can change what I do. So Isilele, no one can escape Tata Nzambi's power. I don't care what the forces of darkness try to do. Tata Nzambi has the last word. He has the last say. And it said, and no one can change what he do. So all we have to do is continue to walk the path that Tata Nzambi has given us, staying in the ark of safety, which is his word. Doing and manifesting what Tata Nzambi has done in our lives and express that and being witnesses to our other brothers and sisters who haven't found Tata Nzambi as of yet. And we must understand, and we must do this with love and compassion, because we was once where they were. When someone witnessed to us, it went in one ear and went out the other, because we was worried about doing what we wanted to do. But now we have tasted the goodness, now that he had cleaned us up, now that he has pulled us out of the miry clay, now we are tasting the goodness of Tata Nzambi. Now we know that his word is true, now that we know that he's true, now that we went through all these other religions and things in our lifetime to come to where we are now. I never forget, this was several years ago. I had a cousin who was a bishop, and he on his dying bed. And before he was about to, they thought he was going to pass, people would come and visit him, and he would give them a word. And I remember the time that I went and visited him, and he said that you will be in the remnant group. And I said, okay. And I took that in, and I said to myself, okay, at the time, I was in the Christian church, in Christian ministry, and I said, okay, I said that I'm on the right path. But no, what he saw and what he said to me, right where I am right now, is what he was talking about. I had to go through the Christian church. I went to the Israelite assemblies to where I am now. And right now, those words he spoke to me back in 2013 are true right now to this day, because this is the day, this is where he was talking about me being in the remnant group. And those of us of the Tokoist ministry are in that remnant group. And to say that was back in 2013, he lived until 2018. And he passed 2 weeks after my sister had passed in October. And they counted him out back in 2013. So I'll leave with us on this day that we must know and understand that we are in our rightful place. And there was no one but Tata Nzambi who revealed everything that we needed to understand to us. Ngeta.
Ngeta.
Ngeta. Ngeta. Matando Masaka for that message. Elder, thank you so much for allowing Kakanzam word to bless and strengthen his people. So with that, family, we're gonna ask Elder to give us a final prayer so we can close out this service. But before he get the final prayer, Sister Kessie, can you give thanks for the service?
Ngeta. Let us all give thanks. Moana Kumbase. Amoana Belela.
Ngeta. All right, Elder.
Ngeta. Tata Nzambi, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your word of wisdom that you have given us all, and that we may continue to understand who we are and whose we are. And may we continue to do the work and operate in the purpose that you had called each and every one. That you know each and every one of our assignments, and that we must understand that we must know our assignment and diligently operate in the assignment that you have called us to. We asking you to continue to touch the hearts and minds of those who are still lost, those who are still walking in darkness, those who are still depending upon the world system to give them answers, still depending on the government and politicians to be that answer. When all along you saying, come unto me and allow me to show you the way. That we can't put our trust in man. Because as we can see playing out, the word is true. Man will fail you. But Tata Nzambi will never forsake you. All we have to do is be obedient. All we have to do is hear that small voice saying, come out from among them and be separate. And we thank right now, Tata, that we heard and heeded the call that you have called us. We thank you right now, Tata Nzambi, that in our hearts and minds, we will seek in truth and righteousness. And we thank you and give you all the glory because it was only you who was able to show us the way. And you didn't forsake us, for we are not a forsaken people. We are not a forsaken people. We come from royalty, and royalty shall we return. And for this we give you honor. For this we give you glory. In Geta. Hallelujah.
Yambula sina dia kudia city swan. Ikentino kia kukisa. Olu solo luwako lubanga mabasini kokozuni. Utubana dia kwetu kalumbu kelumbu. Nolo loka tula loka mdata tu etu. Utufiri kumuna pukumuniko. Watu bluzo munambi. Kariako ikentino. Ingolo. Inkembo. Ingombo. Ari munantimo kieto. All right, family. Thank you again for joining. May you enjoy your day today.
Levumu. Yala.
Matando.
Sando.
It's a Sala, bye-bye.
Bye bye.